Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacquelyn from the blog thedoggyperspective.com. Listen, it's been a very long winter time, and yes, I left you for a little while. Not because I don't love you guys and love all the doggies, but I was just exhausted, and so I needed time and space for myself to rest and relax and rejuvenate. Sophia and I did an incredible amount of walking and hiking and stretching and jumping, and we were incredibly active during last year's spring and summertime, and even in the fall season. And believe it or not, that just kind of catches up with a person. So when it got to Christmas time, we had a big snowstorm. It rained first, the temperature fell 40 degrees, froze everything over, and then we had a snowstorm, right? And so I took advantage of the time to actually go into hibernation mode, basically, right? And Sophia and I have been getting quite a bit of sleep, but everything is great. As you know, we were working on her tear stain at the time, and I can't wait to show you her progress. You'll never guess what it actually turned out to be. I feel a little bit goofy, but that's a part of being a pet parent and learning how these things go. Remember, I did a video called Trust Your Intuition. And on Trust Your Intuition, I said, you know, if you feel that when you visit the veterinarian practitioner that something is off, something is amiss, something is not quite right, trust your intuition and, you know, take a step back, reevaluate, and then go back in with a fresh perspective. Oh, here's Sophia. Come here, baby. All right, so come a little closer. I was gonna wait and record her and do a big debut, but here she is. Now she's again wearing Fit Warm. She has a Fit Warm onesie on. I'll just lift her up so you can see. All right, she has a Fit Warm onesie on. Oh, there you go. Okay, but look at that face. Look. Back to white, back to bright. And I can't wait to share with you what happened, right? We love the dogs. We love the mini schnauzers. So again, this is Jacquelyn from the blog thedoggyperspective.com. Stay tuned. Got something to share with you. Okay. So one thing I wanted to mention to you before we go too far are these products. Now you guys know I don't do beauty. I always talk about Sophia and the doggies and what's good. But these are my products from Dove, and I got these products from Influenster. Thank you, Influencer, and thank you Dove. And this is Love Those Bold Curls. And for those of you that's been watching me for a while, you know I have natural hair. My hair is naturally curly, and so I was invited to participate in a sampling of these products, right? And so this is Dove Love Those Bold Curls, Define Curls, and I received for free a sulfate-free Co-wash, which is for deep hydration, scalp nourishment, and it has slip for detangling, and then it has a matching moisture rich leave-in cream. Now I will say I love this moisturizing cream right here. 1-2 punch for you naturalistas out there. I'm telling you, this is good. This went on easy. I used a lot of it. As you can see the differences in the size of the bottle, right? I used a lot of it, and you can literally finger detangle right in the shower. It smells so good. They promise to love your curls and flourish and allow you to freely express the natural beauty of your curly hair, which dries with delicate care and deep moisture. Deb really got it right. I'm surprised. When I shop and I buy shampoos and conditioner, I never really go here, right? Because I'm always looking for things that are, maybe I should say, Afrocentric, right? Or just right for my hair. Things that have more oils and moisture and all these good things. Dove really got it right, I have to say. And I love the slip and feel of this, but this I didn't need much of, and I just really love the way it feels. And when I stretched my hair with a blow dryer, it was that much easier, and the shedding was significantly less. Now, my hairstylist years ago in Florida said to me that shedding is normal. People normally would shed about 80 hairs a day, which I felt like was a tremendous amount. But needless to say, it's always, for me, it's a little traumatizing when I wash my hair, because I just hate to see it fall away. You know, you get that little ball of fluff. I hate that. But it was significantly less, right? So in the shower, it's like my hair understood that it was being cared for and pampered with these products. It understood. So I want to thank you very much for getting it right, Dove and Influencer. I thank you very, very much for that. Okay. Enough said. I spoke to you before about the importance of dental care. Dental care is everything with your dogs. You might not think so, but I mean, with good dental hygiene, you can really extend their life for several more years. I mean, who wants to live out their life, right, with no teeth in their mouth? I think it's just awful, right? So I have been treating her with coconut oil and whitening shampoos and antibacterial shampoos, and just doing everything that I could, researching what could possibly be going wrong, you know, inside of her body, making sure that everything was healthy, you know, from both inside and out. And I just couldn't figure it out, like, where is this tear stain coming from? So we were brushing her teeth, of course, with regularity. I brushed them with every bath, and though we should be brushing them about every 3 days, I really wasn't, to be honest about that. I really wasn't brushing them every 3 days or so. But it came time again for her dental cleaning, which I normally do sometime between August and March. And her teeth looked good enough, but she wouldn't stop tearing, and she started swatting and batting at her face. And I just thought, this has got to stop. It's like you are just destroying yourself, and I can't figure it out. Well, if she's in pain, you know, they don't, I mean, I think it has to be severe, right? But I just was noticing behavior changes. So I said, during one of the baths, right, I said, well, I'm brushing her teeth while she's in the bath to sort of get it all done at the same time. I said, let me really look. Now, you notice I wear glasses, and this is not for fashion. I really do need them. And 2, maybe 3 years ago, we got to the point where we needed reading glasses, right? So I said, well, I don't want to have to always take my glasses off and on, so I'm just gonna do bifocals. Well, I'm still getting the hang of it, even though it's 2-3 years later, and you just throw them on so you can see what you can see. And I was looking back there in the back of her mouth, and I said, that didn't quite look right. I mean, it looks like tooth, but it doesn't look like tooth, right? And so I got to feeling her face, right? This is what happened. This is how the realization came about. So with her in front of me, I got to feeling her face, because I was cleaning her eye, you know, cleaning around the tear stain. And I got to feeling her face, these bones. Like, if you touch your own face, you can feel the bones, right, next to your nasal and your cheeks and cheeks. And so this one side was just, it just felt much bigger. Now, you're looking at her, you can't see that. But if you feel it, you know, you can feel it. So it's like one cheek was significantly bigger. You know, I would have to say that one cheek was 3x on the right side. So I took my iPhone and asked for iPhone to turn on the light, and I said, Sophia, I'm sorry, This is going to be really rude, but I need to get like all the way back up in there and see like what's happening. She had the biggest hunk of plaque and tartar that I have ever seen. I was so shocked. I was so shocked by what I saw. I just couldn't believe it. And I said, wait a minute. I paid $300 for cleaning, $500 for a cleaning. Even when we went to, I took her to like Delaware, Ohio to get it done, and they were doing it for $150, and I thought, oh, this has got to be good. No, they took my money and didn't do a good job. Right? Here she is with this, it looks like a tooth, but it's not a tooth. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was like a piece of Monterey Jack cheese stuck to the back of her, to her tooth back there on the right side, all the way back. And it was hard. So I said, there's no way. I got to get her some relief, but I'm not talking about spending $45 for an office visit. Then what they charge for the emergency fee, and then they're going to, this the intake and then the cleaning and all that. I'm not doing that. Thank you, Amazon, right? Guys, do you see this in my hand? I'm going to hold these up here. Now, these are gold. You don't have to get yours in gold, but I got mine in gold. Okay, I'm going to put them on this for a backdrop. You don't have to get yours in gold. They come in silver as well. I think they come in black too or something, or purple. 3 tools. Now, I'm no veterinarian, right? But I know that she needed relief. I brought dental tools to scale her teeth. Now, I didn't have to place an individual order for each of these. This is a set. This is a set of tools that you can use to scale your dog's teeth. Now, for those of you that have already been doing this, this is no news to you, right? If you've already been scaling your dog's teeth, I'm not talking to you now. I'm not trying to tell you to, to replace the veterinarian, the dentist, but do what you got to do, because I just couldn't accept that she was that uncomfortable. When I saw that, I said, oh my God, there was so much plaque between the tooth and the gum line that it was infected, right? And it was coming out of her eye. That's why she was crying. I couldn't believe it. So I purchased Hot Top 3 pieces dog dental tooth scaler and scraper, stainless double-headed tartar remover, scraper, pet teeth cleaning tools for dog and cat in gold. That is a lot. But let me tell you, okay, so it says it comes in gold and black, rainbow, and silver. Do you know how much these were? You probably can't see them on the screen. Good. Well, I'm just going to tell you. $6.99. I'm an Amazon Prime customer, so it was free delivery. I couldn't stand that she was in that type of pain, and I ordered it, and it showed up the next day. All right, and I said, well, Sophia, I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, but all mommy's asking you to do is to not flinch. Give me a clue, right? And try not to flinch. I'm going to open your mouth as wide as I can. I'm just going to pull your lip back, right? And I'm going to start getting it. And she let me. None of this anesthesia, none of this gas to knock her out. None of that, because she wanted me to do it, right? And it took me about 5 minutes to really start breaking through it, right? And I put tartar control additives in her water. It took about 5 minutes to break through it. But before my eyes, that thing went, it cracked, and her gums blanched, right? And it was like a big sheet. I just took this, this one. I just took this, right, when it broke, and got in up under her gum, because it was inflamed, so I could get under, and just one scoop motion pulled it out, and the gum changed color. It immediately started looking pink and healthy and normal. $6.99 versus $500. Take your money and don't clean back there. I couldn't even believe it. And she cleared up. She cleared up in about 2 days. So, about 2-3 consecutive days, I said, well, just give me 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes with it, which she did. And she's a happy dog now. And when I tell you, it was like think like a blow pop, right? The tooth is in it. The tooth the gum represented the tooth, right? And the hard candy represented the tartar. It was just like that. Like, it was just wrapped in there, just like that, right? And perfectly normal, healthy tooth. Perfectly healthy, beautiful. No decay, no nothing. But wrapped in so much tartar. And I said to myself, well, what is it? It looks like some sort of cement that was applied. I mean, I can't even. It was incredible. Keep your costs down. You can get these from Amazon, $6.99, and I'm not playing. Okay, got something else I want to tell you. All right, so last segment. Now, what I wanted to share with you is a comment from a reader at the blog, thedoggyperspective.com. Some time ago, on June 22nd of 2020, I posted an article entitled, "Whatever Happened to Gaines Burgers?" And so in this article, I reminisce a bit and just remember the food product, the dog food product called Gaines Burgers. Man, they were created before I was even born. So in 1961, General Foods mass produced this particular burger for doggies, and it was just awesome. I mean, it was a lot of fun to serve, a lot of fun to share, and they were really convenient to carry as well. So I brought you here to the website to share this comment with you from a reader that recently posted. So this is from Ralph, and Ralph says that Gaines Burgers were introduced in 1961 and that they were introduced to Nugget, the standard poodle, when they moved in next door in 1962. And Nugget's owners eventually gave him and his brother the keys to the house so that they could take Nugget for walks anytime that they wanted to. Now, the neighbors had boys, but those boys were too young to do so. And they also gave Ralph a supply of Gaines burgers. And they would break them in half. Nugget made short work of each half of the Gaines burger. And they eventually, those neighbors eventually moved out of the neighborhood, and it would be 20 years before Ralph would get his own black standard poodle. And he says, of course, by then, Gaines burgers were history. And that is so true, right? Same thing for my little Sophia here. I really wanted to share Gaines burgers with her, but of course, those are toast. So, hey there, Ralph. Thank you very much for popping in on us and reading the article and leaving your comment. We love hearing from you. And it's a great food. It's just an iconic brand, an iconic food to share with the dogs. The artwork on Gaines Burgers was just really incredible. So it was a lot of fun, and we do thank you very much for visiting the blog and leaving us that comment. So everyone, that is it for this video. Before we go, I just wanted to say thank you one more time to Dove and to Influenster for providing us with these products for free. I really do enjoy the Love Those Bold Curls products by Dove. It works for me, you guys and girls. I hope it works for you out there. And Sophia and I, well, we gotta go. Spring is blooming. The trees are finally beginning to bloom, and so we're going to be getting back into our very long walks and our adventures. And of course, we'll be taking you along with us this spring and summer. So again, we gotta go. Thank you very much for watching. If
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and again, we appreciate you so very much. Until next time, this is Jacquelyn from the blog, thedoggyperspective.com. Again, we gotta go. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video. And hey, happy pet parenting. See you.